everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about shelf styling. So you can see these three shelves here behind me. These are actually IKEA shelves. I'm going to try to link all the resources that are available below in the description box. But today we're going to be talking about shelf styling. It is something that is definitely an art, something that takes time and practice. I recently redid these shelves, and so today I wanted to walk you through step by step what I did, kind of how we do some symmetry when styling, different pieces I like using, all of those type of things. So I wanted to walk you through that. And if you missed it, I added this pendant light up here at the top of the shelves, as you can see right here. That was a video last week, and what I did is I showed you how to install a pendant light without any electrical work or electrician or anything. It's a little bit of a light trick. So be sure to go back and watch that video if you missed it. So let's jump into our styling for today. We decided to put three shelves in this corner here because I feel like it was the perfect number to kind of take up space. I like working in odds. What I did is I had a blank slate. I cleared everything off the shelves, and what I did was take inventory of what was on the shelf that I still liked, that still evoked joy. If you do that, Con Marie, everything she does is, does this evoke joy? And if it's yes, keep it. If it's no, then let's get rid of it. I'm gonna clear them all off, and I'm gonna start fresh. We need a fresh slate. Some of the things I've decided I want to keep, and some of the things I decided, I'm not really loving these. I'm not loving the vibe or how they feel, so I want to set them aside. And I wanted my shelf to fit the style of my house, which is a little bit clean, a little bit modern, a little bit beachy, but very simple, clean, white, all of those type of things. And what are other items that I can collect from around my house that I can move around and add pieces to the shelf? So that's the first step that you're going to want to do. Okay, now that I have a clean slate, I'm going to start placing my items. And it might take a little bit of time to figure out what things look good where. As you can see here, I have one picture at the very top and one picture of us at the very bottom, both different color frames, but again, they're the same type of item, so I like to stagger it on either side of the shelving to kind of balance it out. So a smaller one on the very top because I don't want to cram the pendant too much, and then the bigger one I can put on the bottom. Next, I like to use a lot of things that give a lot of height and dimension that aren't necessarily jars or candles. I love this big clamshell that I found at an antique store. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna like this at the top. I'm gonna place it at the top to give the whole shelf a little bit of height and element. So now you can see that the middle is still very bare. Don't worry, that's coming. I kind of wanted to get the top and the bottom balance before we work on our middle. So I think it's super important to use elements of greenery, whether they're fresh or fake. I have these little fern sprigs that are faux, and these cute little bottles. These little bottles were my grandfather's. I think it is also really neat to incorporate new and old pieces when styling a shelf. Found pieces, grandfather's little old bottles. So I'm going to place them up at the top near the frame and the white shell to kind of give it some color, dimension, break up the white. I was given this beautiful tray for Christmas. I think it's from Shop Terrain, and this beautiful house necklace is from Dear Knot. It's a beautiful Etsy shop. I'd love for you guys to check it out. I'm going to link to it below. It's beads and this beautiful tassel, and I think it looks really pretty just kind of draped over here. So I'm going to try this on the bottom shelf so that this gets the most visibility of things on the shelf. I like the wood accent pieces to the shelves because there's a lot of white and gray going on. I liked this natural wood. This is just a little something I picked up for $2.99. It's the Magnolia collection from Target. I just liked the simplicity of this little house. It's actually, I think, a place card holder, but either way, I think it looks super cute. I like that it adds dimension. I like that it is small, and it's just a good visual piece. So I'm gonna place this on the bottom to kind of balance out the wood aspects. Okay, so the top and the bottom feel really good. Now I'm gonna bring in a little bit of life. I have this really big, beautiful old mason jar bottle, again from my grandfather, and I have a collection of old books around my house. Now, while I don't necessarily want these colors to show, a tip is to place the bindings of books either up against the wall so that this is a more of a neutral look. So I'm gonna use some books to add a little bit of height, dimension elements on the shelf. This little corbel was an antique store find, and I believe this was a gift, this crystal, rock crystal. I like that these are just beautiful. They make me happy. Again, just some good visual stimulation. So I'm gonna place these on the other end. And lastly, I feel like this group of two could definitely use a third party. So I just went out and I have this little bud vase. I trimmed some flowers from our front yard and I'm just gonna place it right over there. When in doubt, add some fresh flowers, some fresh cut greenery, and it really will bring and transform a shelf to life. Okay, one last tip for you guys would be to take a wire basket or a pretty wicker basket and just place it directly underneath the shelf in the center with an old throw or blanket in it. And again, that's another really easy way to kind of ground a space and make it feel connected. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed styling the shelf with me today. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later this week with some more videos. Bye.